Hey y'all, it's Debbie with Tailored by Debbie. Today I'm going to do a craft that was inspired by one of my sister crafters, Debbie Do's Designs. It's a double heart wreath. I'm not real sure exactly how she made hers, but I looked at the picture and I just loved hers. So I'm going to try to create one and put my spin on it. So what we're going to use is 2 of the heart-shaped frames from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be using some ribbons that I got from Walmart at their after Christmas sale when it was like 70% off. So these 2 ribbons, I'm going to try to use a Christmas ribbon to create a Valentine wreath. So think about that, guys, at the end of the season, when you see stores putting their seasonal items on sale, look at the products and try to figure out, like this is just buffalo plaid. You know, figure out some of the seasonal items that you could use all throughout the year. Okay, so we're going to get started. I'm going to take one of the frames and we're going to cover it using this buffalo plaid. This is a burlap ribbon. I really like this ribbon. Okay, what we're going to do, like I said, I'm not really sure how Debbie did hers, but I'm going to start mine here. Just put a little bit of hot glue on that, and I need to get my finger protectors right here to kind of press that down where I just put that glue. Maybe it dried too fast, y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and get 2 of the finger protectors. I'm going to get a thumb protector. Hold on just a minute. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just want to make sure I don't burn myself. Let's get these little ribbon pieces out of here. Okay, so I'm just going to go back over where I put that glue. Just put another little bead of glue there. And I'm going to pinch this ribbon where I just put the glue. This burlap ribbon, just to get it started here. Okay. Boy, that's being stubborn. I'm not using enough glue, apparently. So let's try that on this side, too. And then we'll just press it down here. There we go. Now it's sticking. The burlap is sticking to itself. Sometimes burlap does not stick very well to metal. Okay, and these are my everyday scissors that I use for everything. So just cut those trays off. Okay, now all we're going to do is put the ribbon through the heart here, and we're going to wrap around the heart. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up, and I'll be right back when I'm finished. Okay, I think that's down on there very securely. So we're going to set that one aside. And now we're going to wrap this one. And this one we'll use this ribbon. It's a coordinating ribbon. It's red and black as well. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. I'm going to turn this over, put on my fingertip here. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this crossbar. Put the ribbon underneath it. And come up here. I'm going to take this finger protector and wrap it around there. And kind of mash it down. You don't need much, just enough to kind of hold it there to start your wrapping process. And same thing with this one. As you're rolling, try to keep your ribbon roll neat and keep it from getting tangled. It will make your life a lot easier. Okay, we want to try to overlap about the same distance that we did on our other wreath because these two are going to be hanging together. All right, and I'm going to continue to wrap this all around the wreath and then I'll be right back. So we have our two wreaths that are wrapped with ribbon now. We have the burlap one, and then we have this one, and they're coordinating, okay? And the way that Debbie did her wreaths is she had them kind of hanging like this, and then she put her bow in the middle. I think I kind of like them like that. And then she put the bow here. So I'm going to try, let's see, I may just take some of the ribbon and tie it around there. Since I've got it handy right here. I believe that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take some of this ribbon. I'm going to take the wire out. And to take the wire out of wired ribbon, you're just going to kind of pinch, hold on to the ribbons lightly at the top and pinch until that wire comes out, and then you can just pull on the wire, and the wire will come out. And since I'm going to use this to tie onto the two wreaths together, I want it to be more like just some fabric. I don't really want that wire in there, so I'm just going to pull that out. Okay, so now it's just fabric ribbon. It's not wired anymore. Okay, let's see. Do I like them like that, or do I like them like that? I think I like it like this the best. Okay, so I'm just going to take this, and my bow is going to go here. So I'm not worried about this showing. And I'm just going to take this and tie it. I want it smooth on the back so it'll lay nicely against my door. So I'm just going to tie it like this to attach my two wreaths together. Okay. All right. It's hard for me to pull. I've started strengthening in my left arm, but it's still very hard for me to pull. It's still causing a significant amount of pain in my wrist, so I have to be gentle when I pull things there. If you don't know, I had surgery about 5.5 weeks ago now. 3 different surgeries, one in the palm of my hand, carpal tunnel, and then cubital tunnel. And the incisions are healed, but the one in the palm of my hand is very tender, and I've tried not wearing a compression sock on it, and my incision gets really tender, so I'm wearing it, and I will have to for a while, guys. Okay, I'm going to make the ribbon out of this ribbon, and I want to go get a solid color ribbon as well, so I will be right back. I'm going to get my ribbon bow maker too. I'm going to use a neutral burlap for the base of my bow. So I'm going to put my burlap ribbon in my Easy Bow Maker. This is the bow maker that I like to use. I know there's a lot of different ones out there, but this is the one that I learned on, so it's just easier for me. So all we're going to do, I think I'm going to do 10-inch tails. I'm going to lay the ribbon. This has the back side and the right side. So we want the ribbon tail to go in with right side up, and then you're going to twist on this side where the real roll of ribbon is. You want to have that with the wire showing side up. Okay, then what I like to do is pull some slack out, and I'm going to do 5-inch loops. Okay, got to be careful here because this twisting is a little bit touchy. Okay. All right, we put the, I do have a video where I show you how to make a 10-loop bow. So go back and watch that video if you want to learn how to make a single ribbon 10-loop bow. But basically we're just going to put it in, twist, so the wrong side of the ribbon is up, and the right side of the ribbon is showing when you do your loop. Every time you're going to twist one time, so the wrong side is up. When you bring your loop over, the right side is up. We're going to do 3 loops on each side with this ribbon. Okay, and that's 2, so I need to twist, pull a little bit more slack. Okay, this is the wrong side of the ribbon, so that when you pull your loop over, the right side of the ribbon is up. Carefully twist there. That was 3. Okay, so on your last loop, since we're only doing 3 on each side, this is the last one for this side. You don't twist the last time. You just push it down. Take off our ribbon and measure this out, the tail to 10 inches, and just cut it off. Okay, we're going to set that ribbon aside. Then our next ribbon, I'm going to use this cute patterned ribbon, and I'm going to do 3 loops with this. And we're going to do the same 10-inch tails. Okay, so this is going to have a total of 12 loops. It's going to be a nice full bow. So you want to put right side up, and you'll be able to see better with this ribbon when I'm talking about the right and the wrong side. Give it that one twist so the wrong side's up. Pull out some slack. Okay, I'll go ahead and get that ribbon tail out of the way. Going to be approximately 5-inch loops. And there again, y'all, I don't worry about being perfect. I like it to be, I just kind of measure and get them as close to the same size as possible, but I don't stress and, you know, take an extremely long time. Each time twisting one time, wrong side up. So when you bring your loop in, the right side up of that loop is showing. Wrong side up, bring your loop over, twist so that the wrong side's up again. Okay, we're going to do that one more time on each side, and then see if you go down here, you're going to twist one time, and then this is our last loop, and the same thing as before on the last loop, you don't want to twist. You're just going to leave it like so, and we're going to measure out for 10-inch tails. Okay, I like to use a pipe cleaner to secure my bow, and what we're going to do is we're going to fold that just in half, okay? Then you're going to pick this up out of the bow maker, and you want to keep it stacked like it is, okay? You want to keep that bow stacked, and that's a tall bow. Keep it stacked on top of each other. Stick this pipe cleaner on top under your thumb, and then you want to pull. What I do is I put my thumb on top and 2 fingers below it, and then I take my right hand and I pull down on it and try to squish it, and then I get it as tight as I can by pulling down with that right hand. Then I give it some twists, okay? And there we have our bow. And now we're going to do what's called breaking the bow. And for this wreath, I want to have some of the tails going up and some of the tails going down. So I'm going to take one of the burlap, make it go up and one go down. And then on the opposite side, I'll do the red tails, one up and one down. Try to keep your bow, together. And if you've pulled this tight, it'll stay together. Okay, now I'm just going to start separating what we call breaking the bow. Pull that bottom burlap loop up, and the bottom one on this side, I'll pull down, okay? And then I'm going to make like an X with these other 2 on each side. You can pull the red ones up out of the way, and then we're just going to kind of make an X. So if you see, I've kind of made a flower pattern down here with the burlap, okay? One down, one up, and then kind of an X with the other 2 pieces. Now we're going to do the same thing with the red, starting at the bottom. Get it back this way, but what you want to do is you want to try to go between the burlap pieces that you did, okay? So we're going to pull that one. That one didn't have to go very far. You just want to take from the bottom up, so what I usually do, and pull the ribbon between where your burlap, we'll pull this one down here, and then we'll just kind of bring this one over here, and then that one there. Just kind of place them between where you have your burlap ones. And then all you're going to do is take your hand and you're going to round out your loops. And this I start from the top going down to the bottom. So I'm just going to round out my red loops first. Like this, just round them out. And then you're going to round out your burlap loops, okay? And it's going to make a bow, y'all. Now, there's a lot of different ways to make a bow. This is just an easy way to do it if you're a beginner. So I decided I would make this kind of bow today to show y'all how to do it. Kind of gives you a burlap neutral background. And then you can just kind of puff them up. Now in the center, to make it not look like so much like a flower, I'll usually take one of each at least, and I'll try to find the burlap one that's on top. Take one of each at least and pull them to the center. Okay, just to kind of make it not look like just a pinwheel, and turn them kind of go in different directions, if that makes sense. Okay, then just round out the rest of your ribbon pieces. Okay. And I'll do the final fluffing of the bow once we get it on the wreath. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail. And to dovetail, you just take the ribbon. This is right side up. I fold it. And where the unfolded side is, going toward the folded side, you're going to cut just a little triangle out of it, and that'll make a dovetail. Okay? So we'll go ahead and do that. Fold it, unfolded side to the folded side, cutting in a little triangle. And the more you practice with it, the easier it'll get for you. When you first start, you might make your triangle too small or too big. And if so, you can just cut your ribbon tails a little shorter and do it again. Okay, so there's my dovetails. Now I'm going to take my wreath. Another reason I like to use pipe cleaners is because now we can use these extra pieces of the pipe cleaner to attach our bow to our wreath. And remember I said I wanted some of the tails going up and some of the tails going down. So we're going to put it there. And ooh, this one just barely has room to twist the pipe cleaner. So if I made this again, I may twist 2 pipe cleaners together to make a longer one to make sure you have plenty of room. But I was able to just barely get it. But y'all, I'm loving the way this looks. It's so cute. Now I'm going to attach a pipe cleaner to the wreath so that we can have something to hang it from. Let's turn it over. We're going to squish our bow, but that's okay. We can fluff it back out. I'm just going to take this pipe cleaner and I've threaded it through the end of this needle, and I'm going to stick it down here through the ribbon. Just got to push a little bit and then pull it through, just like that. And then we're going to come over here and do it on the other side. We kind of want to just measure the distance that we have here from the point over and place that pipe cleaner over here on the other side about the same distance and just pull it through like that. Okay, and then I'm going to take and make sure that when the pipe cleaner is stretched out fully that it's not gonna show on the other side. Then I'm just gonna put some hot glue underneath the ribbon on each side to hold that securely. I'm just gonna stick it up under there, mash it down a little bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna take both of these pipe cleaners here and we're gonna twist them just round and around each other, just like that. Okay, that will hold it securely. Just twist it, and then you can take those little ends and twist them back around the pipe cleaner like that, and that makes a nice little neat door hanger to hang this from, just like that. Just mash that down a little bit more to make sure that glue is good and dry, and that feels good and dry, and that feels secure, and there we go. We're going to just fluff our bow back up. Now you could add some greenery on either side, and y'all, I think that would be pretty. Let's add some greenery. And I think I'm just going to stick, maybe going this way, just coming out from the bow, put a little bit of greenery there. What do y'all think? Oh, I like that. But I think I want to put a couple more. I kind of dry fit them first, and then I will go and hot glue them in. So I'm just going to put a couple of them there, kind of a crisscross, putting them right up under that bow, like so. And these particular ones have sprigs that will slide up and down. So I want to make sure that they're kind of evenly spaced out here too. And sometimes you might want to trim off your stems a little bit more. We can glue that in there. Oh yeah, I'm liking this, y'all. Let's see, let's trim that off a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to lay these over here because we're going to glue those in just a minute. Just making sure our sprigs are evenly spaced here. Okay. And then I want to put in something in the middle of those two. Let me see what I've got over here. Yeah, these are mostly pink, but they go to a darker pink that I think is going to coordinate well with this red. So I'm going to just cut off a couple of pieces, and these are some that I used on other wreaths. So they're just kind of scraps really, but I like to use scraps on wreaths like this. I'll just do a couple on each side. Just cut off a couple pieces here. Okay. I'm going to just take these stems and I'm going to use my hot glue gun. Some people use a hot glue pot, but I still don't have one, so I just put a little bit of hot glue on the end of the stem there. And then I carefully lift up the ribbon and I stick it down in there. Okay, that's all there is to it. I'm going to do the other one. Okay. And we're going to stick that up under there. Oh, that looks so cute. All right, let's go ahead and do these on each of the other side of the bow. A little bit of hot glue. And I don't use a whole lot. It doesn't take much. Okay, it's going to stick to that burlap really well. Okay. Oops, I didn't get that one stuck down in there. So let's lift that up. Go up inside that bow. There we go. All right, guys. Now, I just want to take some of the pink and we're going to put that down in there as well. Whoa, I just dropped some hot glue on my bow here. Doing the glue right above the bow is not ideal, but I'm trying to do this where you guys can see it. But normally I would hold this over to the side. Okay, just going to hold that up. Press it down in there. Put one on the other side. Okay, let's move this over just a tad. Okay, lift that up. Stick it down in there. And we got a couple more we're going to do. The same way. Just stick it down in there. Under that burlap. There we go. Okay. One more, guys. Oh, I love it. This is so pretty. Again, I got my inspiration from my sister crafter, Debbie Doos Designs. So y'all go and show her some love. Check out her page. Follow her page. And let her know that I sent you. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll post a picture of this so you guys can see how it looks after I do my final fluffing. Thanks again for watching, y'all. Have a blessed day.